Polibolane Atoni Papa radio meeting na be o gbala ale to gbo so radio meeting to ki buza akui buza so bi aki asu ibu Selemani so Atoni Papa radio meeting no fo gbala o yesine si doni aro ni imuro no loka Lagos e mebeke gbo waru gbo Atoni radio meeting na be o gbala bi te Ayakoro bikoru o isuluma odisi ataima 11 o'clock Papa radio meeting now manapa to go back mark bao Wait.
So, and I'm moderator, Dr. Barrister, it's a very proper. I don't want to let this paper. Clever Agoti and others, Dr. Francis, anything the woman in one door. What am the training? MCT to the Mana meeting Ayakoro and to saw Ayakoro there na learn more and job.
Ayakoro Noah deke ambologa ko akwara de pe akosata pe ne wala document and Amen.
Barrister believe I go to be there, Sana.
Now, my function is to read this document.
Emmanuel, Benama Nicola Day, Deputy Chief for Nicola Day, or Baka, Nicola Nicola Day. Deed of gift. A deed bear, a paper getting the Biasa Bar. Anya, Abara Cosanera Wole Belimana, Bag Gabi will be deed. Or Papa Nanyata, or Dolon Mekpara. Buma Sabaro Mananyata, the deed of gift. It may be only there may be Ranyon Nevare. I can't hear Ranyon Nevare is in. Pasa abara anyon amazing. The abara he will be deed of gift. So a deed of gift per paper. The egg wanya on the very easy.
Between family 1, family 2, family 3, family 4, family 5, all of Ayakoro community in North local government area, Bayelsa State of Nigeria, donors.
Deed. Paper munasia, Dira munasia pair. I've been about the commencement part. The commencement pair or proper a good introduction. So, Dira pair or proper pair. Dieni zauno za en mariziro lo kemma. A donos bi guza se para anya. So o waga wana diena o boni sa dieni en mariza poti ala dieni en mariza kakane mariza pillo ka Ayakoro community.
And His Royal Highness Right Chief in Egbaya, the Benama of Ayakoro community. 2. Chief Samuel Okuku PhD, Deputy Obenama of Ayakoro Community. 3. Chief Micah Itigesi, Okuku Compound. 4. Chief of Bishop of Ubeni, Erime Compound. 5. Chief Moni Akoti, Egba Compound. 6. Chief Jimmy Inegbaya, Onaga Kini Compound. 7. Chief Olwell Itekesi, Abidewale Compound. All of Ayakoro community in Obia local government area, Bayelsa State of Nigeria, Tunis.
I know now no za iwana. I know za jina pia we represent a man and is one pigi Tunis. Tunis piguza suwa a gift a real. Donors piguza wanya a gift. So
in respect of dash hectares of land of Ayakoro community, measuring approximately dash square meters.
Ona no manape, a paper manape. Are o belim zape, a lossy the hectares is that. But a measurement at the lossy. But oh no mana be a bere abama e belim in a measurement at 40 ala in a meter.
This deed of gift is made the dash day of dash 2024 between the various family 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of Ayakoro community in Obia local government area yearly after referred to as the donors of the one part.
My dear Berotini money, you were back commencement. I want to pay a property buzzet better if you radio nani. Oh, Irasa Barananion. Or Brower Nadina Ununzer. There, if you they read the pair, while a unum be Guza Dionani. So another one again and Marisa. Dinner and Maya. Dini Guza and Maya Ponu, I go back, only Guza represented I go. So on now on the Gadiana.
And Ayakoro community, represented by His Royal Highness Righteous G. Inegbaya, the Obenama of Ayakoro, Chief Samuel Okuku PhD, Deputy Obenama of Ayakoro, Chief Micah Itekesi, Chief of Bishop of Ubeni, Chief Moni Akoti, Chief Olwell Itekesi, Chief Jimmy Inegbaya. All are compound chiefs to heads of Ayakoro community, herein after referred to as Donis on the other part.
Why one my dear Berotini money? Oh, nani get Dio dates Danaro, a do more near Dio, no. Upon another one, there are no judge was Egbelimwato, Anya. Dinner, not dinner, no judge one day was where Egbelim he was in Donis. But Joabe on the one part, the Donis be on the other part.
Whereas the donors are representative and heads of the various families in Ayakoro community who are owners of the gift described in this deed of gift.
Whereas the background, so proper look at the background pair. The donors in Guza Sabaranya. One man son of the Elisa and Marisa. Awopi guza marize mono je represent mariato sana de Ayakoro. Awopi bene ebelemze. E me son I describe loge diro manari a deed of gift.
2. The donors are desirous of conveying or transferring their lands by way of gift to the community for building or industry purposes and other purposes.
The donors, all when you are desirous, they are willing or really asa ebelemuato aguem abare dasa ezeni anyoni anyabe emma tabia agimitu abida gime ibu databia asoma eru
3. The donors have accepted the gift on behalf of Ayakoro community from the donors.
Diro mana wo deed of gift be all mum be na iguza bien a gift anya ba du mum na suna ri so iguza wa suwa bien ba wo bien du mum o wo bi o du o a de Ayakoro du mum ba wo suwa a gift wo ri.
Now, this agreement witnesses and it is hereby agreed and declared as follows. Ibola nesias na snapis na abaraba inu mabulani bina bulani the interpreter very well. 1. That all the piece or parcels of land measuring about hectares, that is to say, all the piece or parcel of land forming Ayakoro community itself and all its subdies surrounding or apprentices by any name or described call irrespective of whatever manner or circumstances in which it was acquired, provided it's vested in any one or more families of Ayakoro community shall henceforth be vested in Ayakoro community and cease to be property of person or family. The said piece or parcel of land is more properly described and delineated in the plan hereto annexed, which just plan having been prepared by being licensed surveyor.
People mana peka natari jauh umum opa kakane ebelemze opa risi wakta beko wakweta dan ebelemze irologema Ayakoro dine isoranda Ayakoro dine apotena sispe kanara raji bebila logo papotena sispe mini pusi bebologe emma agona adieni bina suwa dina gona guibina abena asira mana be wase para anyone dina emare be kunuma toni be wasa paropo wanya emma bene orumuna aro egbelemu donne dina omare egbelemza be what describe what oma ologe apelani pe asofi osbi guza piropo wera to ebelemze de asofia po abropa sofia te describe ape wera lologe people mana area koba anyetina but agwato asofios wo bi atesi bi losses na but after alepe wore bi alo
Enigeni akesi aswo. Abayola. 2. That this agreement is a rectification of the agreement of the founding fathers, chiefs, elders. That this agreement is a reaffirmation of the agreement of the founding fathers, chiefs, elders, and people of Ayakoro community, which was taken before the abandonment of the old site, but which was not reduced into writing.
O na no mana pe o na ni da wi kuto na barame suobi adabi o na no pe de atare ni ne bene ma guza da polo atare ni gumoni atare ni na uno jajua emma Ayakoro are agwo awo wo beno na no mana kokoma wa ele gele idule mari biara but our be guessing he reduces it to writing he guessing so awero go bio na ni but guessing.
3. That for administrative reasons only, the control and management of the land herein before mentioned shall be given to a committee called Land Allocation Committee, a body which is elected by the people of Ayakoro community, whose composition can be varied and otherwise altered by the electors.
Dina abi amanize kana tarize digirawele egbele mjazena bia wasan aloka go da committee wo be land committee ariye digirawele land allocation committee land allocation committee pe ma committee uno mu isu ni datarare Emma.
4. In consequences of paragraph 2 above, all allocation of land either for building or industrial purposes shall be done by the committee, and any allocation without the consent or leave or license of the committee shall be regarded as unauthorized. No fees shall be charged by the committee for any plots allocated for building purposes. However, refreshment shall be given to the committee by the allotee. These shall be 2 crates of minerals and 2 packets of biscuits.
The application of paragraph 2 of Aridia Gertinimana. The line, if you that table, Tabia Gimotu, Dinaria Gime, Avatavia Aswamoru, where a committee, if you are Korean, a permission, a Gua committee, where the Rusa do meter a Gim. And Igbogi, but Irusanya committee, if you don't need a Gime, a seat on Anya, a party Nanya committee, while a crate of a mineral, dinner, while a packet,
5. For the purpose of farming, the donors and individual owners are free to farm on their traditional holdings without the consent or leave of the land allocation committee, provided that where an individual body or persons or the community is to establish any industry, commercial farm, or any other venture, the committee can allocate and any suitable place, including farmlands, for this purpose, irrespective of the landowners and farmer concerned.
Ebe marisa pemina donos ologa pepo mana dina unonza ibene gbedemza we never ologa egbedemu atwo andi rusa abie opuru o e paragoe a committee alan committee iguzara rebo me egbedemza so far as Simon Maminere, Obibe, Ebelim, Obia Gime, Eama Data Viaswama, a Roman man, or a sea a dead Data Viaswama Roman man, or Kirabata Viaswama Roman man. Where a committee win a Dionamaki. Esi daba ni esi atari agia esi data jabi ba kiri ono mo abi ebote o minisi be egbelema ja uno mse o ibene egbelema.
6. For the purpose of building, the committee shall allocate not more than one plot to any individual, and one plot shall be 62 feet by 100 feet.
Aku dari dia di moi tu atari pe. Alang committee ke onya apele mane pe egbele. Okonya apele mane pa plot oni. And a pa plot pe wato 62 feet by 100 feet.
Plots shall be allocated to an individual by the committee only when buildings materials are ready.
Egbelema aplote paplote bi data yon ni bi atanya oni de ibuza eredine aliagi ile na aliagi motola.
The land allocation committee shall have powers to revoke any plots of land allocated if development of the plots is not commenced within 3 months of the date of allocation.
A committee wa bene pare ti kutona asu egbedema opinyata eri asibe egbedema gimusi ologi sarai.
7. Financial benefit accruing from the operation of companies, government activities, or lease of land shall belong to the community, donees, and the family, donors, or individual owners. Church benefit shall be divided into 3 parts. 2 parts to the community and 1 part to the individual or the donors.
Ebi oniera gimubare sanema dana yigogi dana biologi gogeologa pema. Maybe a company or a ruema then you gogaru na biologema. Or maybe a government or 1 year ebelemo JCC itiom da onita oko aranyema igbogi be na wanya the donis just na pe ibede belemze I made the donis iguza oswe agreement of year, I mean gift of year, which is a man. Dinner the donors, the Guzadi Asada, which is the family Guzasa Belemuato and Yema, or individual only the Benani Ebele. But a good as well be a gape. Why I say guess at a war. But Walakobo in a gear man, a packable in a gear. That individual owner open a belema or in a barrel or mara or mariza or maroba bene belema.
8. The land allocation committee shall also be responsible for the planning of the town, its streets, and it entitled to ask any person or persons to clear nuisance, obstruction, or anything capable of causing nuisance.
Esiasa man inyata pa committee ebenek paragas militene otu anamana papa shapa besasa na. Now finally, in witness hereof, the parties hereunto respectively execute their present of the date, month, and year above written.
Iboloneo, Diro Manario Ganya and Mon Ayakoro Tony. But Diro Badbenes, yes, go but Diro Mato, Barite, Ekunuma, which he will be the executory part, or the witness attestation part. So, na bad. If you take a Diro Manape, there. Why? What do you and your leader? So be there a dirty dinner and Opega dinner la Opega Padanara, which is above written where God led the line.
So, Your Royal Highness, we let the downside pair sign, sealed, and delivered by the names donors, the chiefs of family A, family B, family until a family is Ayakoro.
So kakane Marisa, Wallace, the kakane Marisa, ta sign. If you take kakane Marisa sign, well. Oru mana dia sila or pop because sign all work Ganyata Berdumo. Dine Akawadi that the Madi Guza representing Ma, that sign, Padolo.
Guza repeat the sign, sealed, and delivered by the written names Donis. The above agreement was translated from English language into Ogbia language by me, to the illiterate signatories, and they appended their signatories or right tongue impression after truly understanding it.
Illiterate jurat, ologoloko. So the illiterate jurat, Akobagana, Osibe, or need that a degree. Now sign a paper, maybe Odiono Girosana. There are sign a paper, a Diromane Goba, Benedict upon ne, don't know where. Nora go. I am money. I went on where. Fair, on my with the Grenade go to sign. Fair, where we are Bolo Magua, Aria, where we are Tompriti, Aria, Tomprita, Pioria Guana, Gear. Because this is school dancing na sign. Probably guana because you are Ganta, probably guana. Bono, and I bet you were illiterate jurat.
Vale, From 1958 to if we only the sign document for us, then when we came over to I think it's not a problem with the reality. The man is better than you. Or you must sign there, and it's not important, but they will be better. But to the see that I document on my own. I document that on my own. Àwọn ọmọ náà pẹ̀ àmàlù bẹ̀rẹ̀ mma lọ́rí na ewe na àgbà àgbà 58 20 years old lọ́rí na ewe na mma bẹ̀rẹ̀ omi wúrọ̀ ara ìgbòho na ewe ẹ̀dínwó tù bá túbẹ̀ mu na esi ọba pẹ̀ àwọn ọba the moment wẹ́ẹ́ ga ọba àwọn ọgá in pẹ̀ ó gbọ́ lóru then wọ́n na ẹni ọba olóko ògbẹ́rẹ́ mma bẹ́ẹ̀ o dynamic na ògbọ́ na every day má bàa lọ́rọ̀ bí wọ́n na àmà àrùn ẹ̀ mọ́. So I don't know about I need never document the next 10 years. In 12 years time, the Supreme Court will make a decision. The only document of the idea court. The elder woman can release a community. So all look at what you go to read the bed. You know, start document that one I'm going to go. Because I don't know what I'm not going to go look at it. I don't know what I'm going to say. I was at the do
protecting ilé àwọn ìsàkà. Ọ̀nì kó bí bẹ́ẹ̀ o, kàkàrà àzàrò àkínà, ọ̀nì kó bí òkèrè àkọ́. Àríwọ̀ kúndùmá náà ní oppression base.
Emmanuel.
Well, barrister to talk about àwọn àlọ́yà ìfẹ́ àwọn gbogbo agenda wọn náà ní sísí bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ àkọ́rọ́ lórí agenda kàkàràkà wọ́n mú bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ àwọn lórí agenda bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n adopt agenda àpamọ́ ẹ̀rọ náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n sọ́kù kábàrà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n sì bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ọba ẹ̀kẹ́sà òbí kan sí. Mo kò so lóko ọ̀dàgbà ìyẹ̀sì olùkọ́ tí mo gbó lóko. Àwọn ọmọ àti olùkọ́ wà bẹ̀ kí sábà ń darí ẹ̀kọ́. Ẹ̀bí lọ́kùnrin àìmọ́ ẹ̀nọ́bà. Òwúlò èdè lẹ̀wẹ́dẹ́ sátàrẹ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ pẹ́ àpà àtẹ́sọ àwọn ọmọ náà èkì ọba àkàrí ẹ̀bẹ̀ ọba. Àpò ẹ̀dọ́ọ̀nì lórí akótó gbọ́ olùkọ́ ọba kò bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́. Ewúsá àlọ́ ẹ̀mí ewúsá ń lò ẹ̀mẹ̀sì. Ẹ̀dọ́ọ̀nì Ayakoro ló ní bẹ́ẹ̀. Àpẹ̀wẹ́dẹ́ sátàrẹ̀ ẹ̀ta. Àpàwẹ́dì bẹ́ẹ̀ ìfì àwọn ìwù ní ẹ̀ẹ́dì ìfiọ́pọ̀ àpamẹ́rọ̀sí àpamẹ́rọ̀sí. Nínú ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àpẹ̀mọ́ ẹ̀sì bẹ́ẹ̀ ó kàkiri gbólóbọ̀ dẹ́ẹ̀mà ẹ̀dí ọ̀pàrà náà ìgbọ̀ náà gbólóbọ̀ ọ̀pàrọ̀ gbólé àgbẹ̀rẹ̀ àmàlà ọ̀pàrọ̀ ń zẹ́kù òrùmọ̀ nínú ọ̀ìmọ̀ náà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sì bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ìgbólóbọ̀ náà tó ọ̀pàrà rà ọ̀nìkó tiẹ̀ ọ̀tàwọn ọ̀pọ̀ tó kù gbogbo náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó so èsì ọ̀pọ̀ tó náà rà ewé ìgùsí bẹ̀rẹ̀. Kero mara wo beno egbolomapo mareza wo tuo egbolomapo abọ́n náà wọ́n dẹ́sẹ̀ àtàrẹ́ kìnnà bẹ́ẹ̀ o wo di oku iwa bo oku kàkìnàtàrí wo tuo kàkìnì egbolomapo because àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ìgbélé ẹ̀rọ Ghana àwọn ìwọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ sí kàkìnà ọmọ rẹ̀ ìkùsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbòlùm Ghana ẹ̀ sọ̀tọ̀ èwùsí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbòlùm gẹ́lẹ̀ èwùsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí Ghana so ìkùsí bẹ̀rẹ̀ Ghana làkì tó tó ara rárá wọ́n náà kó tó tó kù ẹ̀dí ọ̀mọ̀rá ní wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbòlùm nínú wọ́n náà wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbòlùm tó ọ̀rọ̀ Sunday sọ́kẹ̀ máa ibi ẹ̀yà náà wọ́n náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ civic center ó gbẹ̀rẹ̀ àtàwọn ọ̀la ewe igusi bana ẹtùwé dìgírísì igusi bana kàkiri gbolo sísè nà pẹ́ o wọ́n tó kàkiri gbolo zàtọ̀ ẹtì ọ̀màrà lọ igusi ẹ̀rọ òmùmọ̀ dóòní ìgbẹ́nà sí ìgbolo ẹ̀rí tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ jíwọ́ tù agídé tẹ́lẹ̀ àmàlà gẹ̀rẹ́ ní bana ìgbolo mọ̀ ọ̀yìn mọ̀nà n'ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀sì bẹ́ẹ̀ ìgbolo mọ̀nà dọ́ọ̀màrà rẹ̀. Midi sẹ́ni àpẹwọ̀dẹ́ sátàrí òdùkọ̀ midi sí sọ àpapọ̀ sátà náà bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ǹnẹ́sì bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ọmọ àpapọ̀ àwọ̀dẹ́ sátàrí ìbìrẹ̀ rẹ̀ èdè ọmọ tó bí ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀kyẹ̀lẹ̀kyẹ̀ náà kólọ́kì bá. Ẹ̀dọ́nù àwa sátẹ̀ agree. You know, I don't know when I said I can appeal, full of all appeal, when they didn't have appeal, but our size. Our one sign appeal, you is a reality a very few. It's not binding in any way. Don't look at more. stadium so esi ọkọ o di abisada gbẹmí ní ekolo ebi ẹbi ẹ polisi ẹgbẹ so bẹni ẹmọ náà ọba kọ ní ekolo mọ tọọlọ ní nípa abájá mọ bọ ní tó ológẹ mọ wọn náà wọ́n di gbèsè mi náà lù ó mi náà explain but ẹ̀wọ́n jẹ́ sọ́kà wọ́n bí lẹ́nu bẹ́ẹ̀ o kakiri gbolomọ̀ di kakiri dẹ́ẹ̀ma but the whole idea of this is this akọ̀wé sẹ́gbẹ́ Supreme Court ọdún Supreme Court Supreme Court ògbọ́dọ̀ sọ ológo ìtẹ́rù ẹ̀sìn bẹ́ẹ̀ o akọ̀wé nù Ayakoro ibiri na bẹ́ẹ̀ o wàárọ̀ wọ́n ekuti bí atọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o kọ́rọ̀ bọ̀ abarde Supreme Court abarde agbọ̀nbọ̀ bá. Isibe culture is made by man and subject to man's manipulation. It is only when the law is in contravention with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that matters. It is not Supreme Court judgment. What is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? What does it say about land? Land Use Act. It's the government up to today, I really love practicing the Land Use Act. But if your government has a government derby, we need to do government to but on a government of a man, go see back, I can do a man who will better. But a government of a is a government of Nigeria. So, you could see to man and marry to man. So, I say, but Papa Maromana, Kakamaris, the Pearls, Double Appel, Aquawater Saturday, Ibir the Bell. I would be out of to look at court. Bell, Aquawater Saturday, Ibir the Bar, I will be any other. Bouquet, Abara, Era. I read Greece of a bell, Abara, Eras. Adoni. Emma was bell when you don't believe group back the group the bed Emma. I don't remember as a okay, but we don't look back yes, and Mona Bell, Matarema, our Navarina, Knipemagina, and man. But I did again why mommy and so on. Nurse bed, a document on a man at Bell, a good woman at Bell, Dora, I did was even. They said that man. Only the will not prepare when it will do so it is all about protecting our future and maintaining the unity of this community. What is wrong in documentation? What is our fear? How much land do your family have that you are afraid? Some families have more than some families. But the question is, when if you have let us move to this part of the community. Who are the owners of this land? Probably the owners of this land are we going to make land. So when your own children come challenging them, Igurumana Pell, Igurumana will be able to tell Dara, you talk, Marara, you go to you. At the end of the day, how do you explain that? Kakanatari, Uzero Sanazapa, Ari Lobo, Ari Digribe, Eknedar Noba, Ole. In the next 2 generations, 30 away degrees. For example, I was asking, only the name of my papa. If you say Kines will get man. So Madum Tutu, if you will you be the one to come and start advising them? Do you know the orientation they are going to come with? But documentation we tell them that Omanaba Kakadema Ibirele. That is the importance of documentation. Because Keroni, it is a Roman man, a documentation is very important. So, Abraham is ratification of the agreement of Ewede Zatari. Ewede Zatari Bilunapeo, Sanaparero Mumapeo, Ari Fiamana. I cannot document. Boko on ne Guru again, Sibel, maybe Sibel, a man, Bilanova. Documentation is very important. I agree the importance of documentation. So, for me, that's what I say over my bell. Girl, you do not document the real. It's a matter of the starting. When I document on a base about the moon, Doni, Eken, it's a very Doni, but no, I came out being like a so bad. I want to my bell, I reckon I can. If you're concerned, you will. I was about 10 guy, I can take a biolo. Dinner, I went near document on there. What is that? What talk about that number? There our things aside. So, as a lawyer, I'm going with degree the philosophy of social contract. Social contract is varied. Social contract, you have the Thomas Hobbes social contract, you have the John Locke social contract. Social contract, egg. But because it is not written, it can be challenged. And social contracts that are not written, that is why you see that in some areas, emperors have been overthrown. Where they had social contract, they will, or Maramana Bene, they will be the ones to rule us. In Europe today, how many kings do you still have in Europe? Apart from that of Denmark, Netherlands, and England. Every monarchy has been overthrown because social contract was not documented. Today, the monarchy in England is a social contract that is not documented. And as you can see that even the monarchy keeps adjusting. Because our they keep adjusting. But if it is documented, it is going to stand. Whatever we document today, they will also amend it. They will ratify it in a way that will suit them. But it is always best for people to document something. So that let it be that if they are doing amendments, they are doing amendments based on the documentation. But a document doesn't not more than 2 plots. So not more than 6 plots. As a then they will accept not more than 6 plots. So please go over because a man for example, Chairman Council of Chiefs, upon on next bed, you know, okay, who's a group there, but if at the end of the day we document, that is to say, that means all of us will also support them. Because if they win, it belongs to all of us. That is the whole meaning. So just imagine the disparity. Land belongs to all of us. But some families alone are pursuing their land case. Need this, a man to this. But when they win, does that mean the land belongs to the community? No. Because they fought for it alone. You cannot come and say you're part of it. But documentation is what solves every problem of suspicion, every problem of doubt. It has to be put in black and white. It is not something you can overlook. Gentleman agreement, people relate on gentleman agreement. If you have the character of somebody that is not me, that is pro-community, somebody that is against community, that has such powers, I don't think this community will be peaceful today. Maybe I will use my powers to also dominate the community. But everybody will not be like me. And the people coming behind may not also be like me. That is why documentation is very, very important. But okay, anybody who comes, bell, na like no kira ko bell. Ediro mana ema which mo bi adu. Do mana ko ema ibiro no. We cannot live in the Stone Age where there was no documentation and people were doing gentleman agreement. We are living in a period of constitutional democracy where documents are very, very important. So if we think it is better for us, I record document, then we will now be living in a period of jungle justice. Only the who will be the strongest man. And but if you think that is the best, then let us try it. You find a situation whereby some families will be more powerful than some families, where those who have more lands will suppress those who do not have lands. Where you find out a situation whereby some families alone have farmlands, while some have forfeited their land for the initial development of this community. So where do you want those families to go to? So ọ̀pọ̀pọ̀ ìmú àbàrà ẹ pa àpàrìtì jùmọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o àrígùzẹ́ tọ̀tọ̀pàṣà isi bẹ́ẹ̀ àríèmìnà. It is because we mean well for the community. Those who sat down painstakingly to put these documents together, they mean well for this community. But the future of this community should be guided by law and order. Although a man already a level where it is even difficult to even find people in our communities. But on your solo logo, a part find a part my parent. But our proper also now, our proper CDCs used to be very, very powerful. That on your solo logo bill, when anyhow everybody put themselves together to pay that fine. But today people challenge even the community leadership. People challenge CDC. Make person. Our values are getting weak. And as much as our values are getting weak, the only thing that can bind us together and strengthen us is documentation. In days and age when we had that communal living, where we had values for our culture, is also getting weak. Although you find out a situation whereby in the past, or you know, when you buy a pair, and that shop of the lady those if you want my girls around you, when you know, when you buy a dinner, in front this other. Although the bam that was the old communal living. But although the bell, why would I show on new possible on a corona one road to go on Marathon. When I said joy Mara, tradition imara do makana. No sawo imara do korobo die. It happens in our communities. That is why even communities are now having constitution. If you are whether to carry to them about constitution a constitution ban. So ask yourself, why are communities now coming up with constitution? Because we need documentations to guide our way of living.
Because if the island has not to go to and even a situation, and I tell you, please, and I just whether the man come and work in a tradition. I'm all I'm a one para, I land to open a salad, burn and I got assistant commissioner. When I assistant commissioner, and a whole lot of that, and a well, it will go to the West. When I read the number, one woman will look over and some girls, my one table is all, my one table in my hand. When I detail that, please, they're weak here in my world. That's why I don't see about parliament. When I say there is no time, what from my document? Is there any document that in a land side we do here or parliament? I regretted, I clear back and I'm on the now the things are pushing to make it to where we are going to. Minister Bruce Salman, because that they will not dare how that can destroy our tradition. The police, nobody can destroy tradition. I'm not going to tell you. You see, by the way, this is a woman. I see back to the people who are saying, then when you're ready, the people are saying, no, why you're not. Es que la dimona open the iron of publicity to the police. Let's not ask for protect people with another guy. You want that I put now, very few. Because that's part of doing a very way. But I feel like wine. I make a young party very good. But now, what Can you come on, I will see that kid back and what day at Kiblet. I be a Nanya for the Aluku. What's our purpose with? I want to queen and they are together. More benefit or per benefit. Walking up, where did I live in Aluku? When it's even today, when you bring a shop and eat to me, you see that. Get wrong. That nobody teach you when I don't know about that. So at the point, I found a good experience with one and here. If the woman and dad to them. Once if I don't walk on the and then it's a papa. If I tell one of them, when I said, I'm starting this look at one or I forgot about kid here, why not have a great element? It will have maybe. We go to the Baba, for people to feel that. I can play more talk already every year because I like to go to see another. You see, don't. And I want to be land is that if I go back to my land in Ghana, what business are very well common? Because America is going to go to the state. I want to be in land to village. And then I need business. Ayakoro who is when I like to say, told Boki, all minutes, and Papa Dominus, then I today, cover that document. So when they are aware, they told me, I'm a guy, it is all. It's the way back to the bedroom. That in the next 10 to 20 years, Paulina take my son the land as we go to it, never go to it. There's a woman I can push the message. Ici, c'est non one of these things. Then I didn't see the narrow. I didn't see the narrow. So I wrote down my kid and I didn't reach over.
and we kill and then we take everyone and tradition. We documented our tradition. What is wrong in doing that? If that is a tradition and they respect tradition, and that tradition has been documented, what wrong do you see in documenting the tradition? So we are going to document it. More people so are jumping to learn any other thing. So there's no other thing. Ayakoro is Ayakoro. I reckon it's what I think that's good at them. A cooler than more powerful. A cooler than a cooler than you could see the neighbor said. I'm going to accommodate every person. Okay, I document it now. Making up in the next 20 years. Making up a book with it. The snipe book with the